from the phone, see how this goes. All right. What's going on, guys? I'm doing this from my phone, so I can't really. Let me see. Yeah, I can vaguely see the chat. We'll wait a second as people start piling in. I'm in the car on the way out, heading back to Atlanta. Wish it was under better circumstances, but yeah, just an overall absolutely disappointing loss. Um, Ole Miss more than covered 20 points, and really, what the last 10 minutes of that game, really, yeah, really, really, really got out of hand. I mean, going into the half, it was 10-3. And that's the other thing. I mean, you can't wait to get your offense going. You can't. It's kind of like if our offense starts moving, then our defense starts giving up plays, because they're toward the end of the game, our offense was kind of clicking, and then we just started getting absolutely gashed. I mean, we gave up 21, I think, in the fourth quarter, and they were all like 50-yard touchdowns. We even gave up a big touchdown run when their backups came in, and that's just got to get better. I mean, we got really, especially at the end of the game, dominated by a better team. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. I don't know if you guys are commenting. I can see it. I'm trying to do this from my phone. I've never done it this way. But as to the question of who was going to play better man-to-man defense and who was going to make more improvements on defense, well, 100% that was Ole Miss. We got beat on, I don't know, probably 7 big plays, in man coverage, where, I mean, our secondary just didn't play well, especially in the second half. Like I said, it was 10-3 going in at half, and yet again, Tech really fails to make adjustments. We made a push there, toward the end of the third and the start of the fourth, where we brought it back within 2 scores. But it wasn't enough. You can't get yourself behind the 8 ball with a team that's as good offensively as Ole Miss is. I don't have it in front of me because I'm on the phone. Jackson Dart probably threw for 300 something yards. Had a few touchdowns. So we got to go back to the drawing board. Prepare to play Wake Forest on the road again. That's to me is really a must-win game next week. We got to start off 2-2 in our first 4 games, I think, to really keep bowl eligibility, alive and kind of realistic. But yeah, I mean, just disappointing. Toward the end, we just really rolled over there. Got beat in the secondary on some really big plays. But the yardage, I would say, up until the last 8 minutes was probably even. In fact, I think going into half, we were actually, I think we were out gaining them. Okay, I can see some comments now. Slim says, Rick, I made that bet based on your analysis. You owe me, sir. I didn't make you place that bet. You put that evil on me. That's the reason Rec Talk doesn't bet, especially on Georgia sports teams. You should know better than that. I got a Ohio State guy in here just says, what? What are you talking about? The thing is, yeah, our offense is much improved this year, but our defense has definitely taken a step back. We are sorely missing Ace Ely, Charlie Thomas, and Keon White on defense. And I'm listening to people walk down the road here. Um, and look, I think in the first half, the defense played pretty well. I mean, holding really good offense like Ole Miss to 10 points in the first half, I think is a win. Been nice if our offense was able to put up more points. We had a chip shot field goal blocked. And then Shanahan, I don't know if you guys noticed, he wasn't punting most of the game. He got injured actually holding the ball, and we had that right-footed punter come in. So I don't know what happened there. C-Doc says the only reason we didn't cover is because we went for it on fourth in the end. There was one play in particular, and it's not why we lost the game, so don't take it that way. But when we did the fake punt, if that wasn't a hold, I've never seen one, and that was a pretty bad missed call. But look, we got to play better on defense, and like I said, I think we got to go back, to the drawing board on defense and figure something out. Another big part of that game was we really struggled to get any, kind of pressure on Jackson Dart. I think we had one sack that whole game. But, I mean, he had way, 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 way too much time to throw the football. And we just weren't able to affect the quarterback very well. And even, like, with some of our play calling, I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch the game. We didn't really open things up and throw it downfield much until the game had started to get out of hand. Sea-Dog says that fake punt was dumb in the first place. We didn't look like we knew what we were doing. We can't be doing that crap on special teams when our special teams isn't good. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Special teams, again, is kind of biting us this year. Block punt, or not a block punt, but blocked field goal. Yep. Can't do that. That would have made it 10-6 going into half. And we brought it, I think, within 10 there later in the third and just weren't able to stand up on defense and just kind of rolled over. So, it's tough. I got a 5-hour ride back. There's kind of a lot going on in the truck, but I just kind of wanted to come on and give some initial thoughts. But I'm pretty gassed. I will say this: Ole Miss is a fantastic venue. We were treated pretty well by everyone around. I would highly recommend going. It's a pretty nice stadium. I'm going to put some pictures and video on the Rec Talk channel when I get back. But anyways, we're riding on the road. It's kind of hard to concentrate, but I did want to come on and give my thoughts. Got to get better. Go Jackets, and y'all have a good one.